Hi, I'm Austin Longoria, and this is Where I Create. I'm a music producer and audio engineer based in Los Angeles. So this is Float Studios. We're a small recording studio based in Los Angeles, built by Herman Vergen in 2019. Herman Vergen has built studios for Mike Dean and Stuart White and places all over Los Angeles. He built this place to give artists a space to grow and build their careers. We actually got the name Float Studios because we isolated the entire room and even the floors lifted a few inches off the ground to help isolate our sound from the rooms underneath. I've been producing music for about 10 years and running this studio, Float Studios, since 2019. So I started just as a bedroom producer, singer-songwriter, writing stuff on the guitar. Eventually got GarageBand on my phone, making beats, and FL Studio Mobile on the iPad. And once I got a laptop, I was, producing in just coffee shops over town. And then I went to audio school, and fast forward a few years, I'm here. Obviously, as far as improving the space, more instruments is definitely always the most fun answer, whether it's getting a new synth or new hardware. But practically speaking, we're looking at getting the UF8 for the desk, getting some motorized faders and stuff, and that'd be pretty nice. My favorite piece of gear here has got to be this fully weighted piano. It makes such a difference creatively to be able to play on something that feels like the real thing versus a lot of the more plasticky keys like what we have for the Juno. Another one of my favorite parts about this spot is all of the lights up top and at back are completely customizable. So we can dim them, we can turn them blue, we can have them strobe. And that really goes a long way to either ease the tension, loosen up the nerves, and just set the overall mood for the session. Honestly, these days, my inspiration comes a lot from live music, especially all the different kind of shows that people put on in LA, whether it's songwriter events like Jesse and Friends or Brownies and Lemonade and all the pop-up parties they throw. Really gives a lot of insight to what people are dancing to, what the crowd's like, and where the scene is heading. A lot of times, some of the more simple things are often overlooked, like even something as simple as lighting a candle or having a plant in the studio goes a long way to get someone feel like they're at home. So to anyone who's just starting, I would say it's a long journey. So you got to be in it for the right reasons. You got to be in it for the long run. But to just stay true to yourself and have fun. Don't take it too seriously or you'll just get stuck in your head. Yeah, so this desk is pretty much where everything happens. These are some of the most famous compressors and EQ styles. We have 1073 clone and 1176 and DBX 160. And that all runs into this Apollo, which is one of the best interfaces you can get these days. And we also have a little patch bay here, just so, for convenience, we don't have to go behind and reorder every time we're doing something different. All I have to do is move one cable and I can get the Juno into the 1073, then the DBX, and all back into the interface. Makes it a lot easier. So I don't know, it normally takes me a couple different cracks at it before I get an idea that I like going, but we'll just pull something up. Serum's one of my favorites. So visual, and there's just so much you can do in it. I use Logic a lot for recording, whether it's for my engineering stuff or recording vocals on a track. But I like to make most of my beats in Ableton. This splice, it's got a bunch of samples, a bunch of drums. I try to get the drums in pretty early on because once you get a groove going, everything else kind of falls in place. There we go. I mean, it's therapeutic. You get lost in it. Meditative, you know. Sometimes you just in the zone, you're not even thinking, your hands moving.